basil, rosemary. If you have a lot abundant in your garden, if you grow a lot in your garden, if you have too much, you can add in as well, and it can help to make more fragrance.
所以呢，你就好像在你的花园里面，若是你还是有这一些我们所谓的这些香料，你也可以加进去，譬如说rosemary， 还有呢 basil 哈，就是九层塔。rosemary 怎么翻？不太香料就对了。
So any herbs. But remember, because we want to encourage people who are living in condo or in because not everyone have big house like here in South Africa. So if we want to encourage people to make it, we will always encourage 70% fruits and then 30% vegetables.
我们呢要鼓励我们那些住在公寓的朋友们，也许你的地方没有像在南非这样的地大人稀哈，所以呢地广人稀，所以它这个南非很适合做这些。但是你在公寓里面，你可以有70% 是属于这个水果，剩下的或者30% 是那个蔬菜，这样子70跟30可以把它混在一起。
And then this will help you to get more fruity smell instead of because when during the fermentation, this is fermentation. During the fermentation, when you have a lot of green vegetables like green leaf, like lettuce, broccoli, we don't recommend, or like ladyfinger, we don't recommend because during the fermentation they will become very smelly. That's why we prefer more fruits peels than vegetables waste.
这个环保酵素，因为它要发酵，所以在这个发酵的过程当中呢，我们需要更多的水果比这个蔬菜，因为蔬菜有一些东西是有味道的，譬如说它的味道很强啊，像这些蔬菜我都不会讲它的中文，但是呢，就是我们芹菜这个蔬菜味道也很强哈。那么就不要加这些有很强味道的蔬菜叶，那水果味比较多一点，就比较清香。
Yeah, because when it becomes smelly, then you don't like it and you won't do it. So that's why we recommend more fruits than vegetables. Okay?
所以我们要鼓励你，就是给你一些建议就是你必须放多一点的水果，比这个蔬菜多一点，所以味道会比较清香。
Okay, so just simply explain. This one is just a simple fermentation. So that's why we have sugar and water and fruit peels.
这是一个很简单的这个发酵，就是环保，称为环保酵素。那为什么我们有这么简单的，只是需要水跟糖，还有这些果皮？
Yep, and then many people ask, okay, if we add sugar inside, will it become very sticky when I mop the floor? Because at the end, during the fermentation, the bacteria easily will eat up the sugar. So at the end, it will become vinegar. So this is a fermentation process.
所以有一些人就问我了，就说，我们加这个糖，所以我们在抹地的时候呢，这个糖会不会黏黏的？其实它在发酵过程当中，这些果皮、蔬菜皮就已经把这个糖已经吃尽了，所以就没有这个糖分。它其实就是一个发酵过程。所以成为一个醋，很天然的醋。
对。So yes, correct. So that's why some people also ask, why I don't buy vinegar because it's easier. I don't need to go through all this process, right? And remember,
有一些人说，哎呀，我还要做这么麻烦的这个环保酵素，我就自己去买一瓶这个醋就可以了。
Okay, why we need to do this? Because we are trying to, the main idea, okay, is to reuse and reduce and upcycle. Reuse all these plastic container and give them a second life, and then upcycle all these, kitchen waste from your kitchen, and then turn them into something useful. And the price we check already. Actually, the sugar, like we just use a little bit sugar, right?
我们的环保呢，要注重的2点，就是我们 reuse and reduce， 就是我们可以重新使用的东西，就是像这个瓶子，我们可以重新使用，继续不断的使用，然后 reduce 就减少在我们的生活环境当中制造垃圾，所以这个就是环保的这个观念。
Okay, so we have calculated already, like the sugar we use in here is just a very small amount. For example, it's just like maybe $1 sink, a $2 sink. You can make like this 5-liter container, or in here it's like 2 rand, 5 rand, or the price of the value of the sugar, and then you can make this size of vinegar.
所以在这个环保的观里面，就是我们这个升级再造呢，它所使用的材料也非常的便宜。就譬如说在南非，我们的糖用这个5公升的这个瓶子来装的话呢，我们只需要用到差不多新币1块不到2块。
Okay, so and you can see I always left the 2 space I haven't explained. The last 2 space, which is 15 part and 16 part, I left it empty because during the fermentation process, they will have a lot of bubble and they will build up some carbonation. That's why these 2 empty space, these 2 is empty space, and I even left more empty space here to be to avoid any explosion.
所以你可以看到这个第15格、第16格，我把它留下来，是因为当它在发酵的过程当中，它会有一些气泡。这个就是让这个气泡它在发酵过程中有一个空间，然后再来你可以看到这里有一个很大的空间，这个也是就是在它发酵的时候，它有这个发展的这个空间。
So that's why also how you take care of it for the first month. Make sure you always open it and stir, or like this one you can rock, but make sure you open it because this kind of mouth is very small and it can build up the carbonation very easy. Like this kind of mouth is wider, and then you just lose it, and still is fine if you don't open it every day. But I highly recommend open it every day to stir for the first month, and for the following months, just take care of it, check it, rock it, whatever you can do. Just don't let them grow any mold on top.
所以有一个很重要的要提醒大家，就是这个气泡在增长、在成长的时候，比如说像我们这个口是非常小的，它的气就很多，所以我们必须在第1个月，你做好第1个月的时候，我们必须要搅动它，每天搅动它1次。如果你用的瓶子像这样子的话，这个就很容易，它的气泡，它的不会有像这个这么多的气哈，所以这个也是一样，我们也是需要跟它搅动。第2个月以后，我们就可以拿起来观察一下，摇一摇。
Yeah, I should say like this kind of mouth is more high percentage to have explosion, so that's why must open and stir or rock. This one is more safe, more safe.
所以这2种瓶子你可以看见，这个是这么小，所以它的气泡很容易在里面，很难散发出来，所以比较危险哈。那这个就很大，所以呢，你打开气泡就不见了。所以为什么要提醒你每天必须要跟它搅动？
And we don't want them to grow mold on top, because if too still, you don't stir it, you don't look after it, just leave it there, they will grow some mold, green mold or black mold. Then this is what we don't want.
所以你如果没有跟它搅动的话，我们因为不要它长霉哈，所以你没有搅动它就会长霉，我们不要这个霉。
Okay, so lastly, like as we say, this main idea is very important. We are trying to reduce the food waste from your kitchen, and then you upcycle them into something useful, right?
这是很重要的观念，就是我们要减少我们在厨房里面所丢掉、所扔掉的这个垃圾。第2点就是让这个垃圾可以升级再造，成为有用的。
So this is the main idea, and don't be picky. Just upcycle any food waste from your kitchen.
所以你不用太紧张，或者是说什么东西可以丢，这个只是帮助你，让你解决你这个垃圾的问题哈。所以这些水果还有蔬菜的这些皮都可以用。
So the main idea is this, right? Reduce, reuse, right, and upcycle. And why this is so important? Because if you can reduce the food waste from your kitchen, that means you reduce the food waste, the wet organic waste in the landfill, and then you can reduce because whenever the organic waste and the non-organic waste, which is like plastic, metal, glass, when they're mixing together in the landfill, it will create toxic gases and toxic soup, or called toxic liquid. And then this toxic liquid will go to our underground water and contaminate our underground water. So the toxic gas is the same. It will create greenhouse gases and it will be like air pollution.
所以我们呢很重要的要明白，在环保的这个环里面，我们所做的这些就是要帮助保护我们这个环境。所以你如果将你这些水果皮啦，还有你不要的这些有用的可以升级再造的东西丢到这个垃圾里面，那么再加上一些没有办法去分解的这些塑料的东西，它们在一起产生所留下来的这些汁，就跑到我们的这个大地里面。那么在这个泥土里面就产生一种毒气。那么毒气呢，它会影响到我们的地下的水，它也会影响到这一些这个毒气上升，也影响到我们的空气，还有我们的环境。
So that's why if we can start to do a waste segregation, starting from a house, then we can, just a small step, right? So at least we can help our mother nature, and at the end we can help our next generation. So this is very important. Is help our next generation.
所以我们要记得，我们在做环保的时候，你扮演一个很重要的角色，就是将一个很干净、净化我们的环境，将这个环境留存给下一代来生存。所以这只是一个很小的一个小动作，一个小动作却可以帮助我们这个大地能够有一个很清洁的环境。
Yeah, and then how about next generation?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And if you feel that this one is very complicated to do it, then you can choose other thing to start a small step to start your journey, like eco green living journey, which is like stop using plastic bags. You stop using plastic straw. So bring your own cups to replace all the disposable cup. Bring your own shopping bag to supermarket. Just don't use any plastic straw. At least this is some small step and easy step you can start.
所以我们怎么样从我们自己做起呢？就是很简单，就有这样的观念，就是尽量我们不要使用塑料制品，譬如说塑料袋。你到那个超市买东西的时候，我们自己带我们自己的环保袋，或者是我们在我们的生活当中，我们不要去尽量不要去使用这些筷子，塑料的筷子，我们自己带我们自己一份自己的这个筷子或者是杯子现在你就出去你使用，所以你继续使用个人的，也是个人卫生，所以个人带个人的筷子、汤匙、刀叉。个人的杯子，就减少那一些垃圾的制造。
Yeah, because we are keep reusing our own cup, right, or our own bag, so this can help reduce the plastic waste.
对，所以我们环保是由你个人做起，小小的一个动作就可以帮助这个大地。所以由个人做起，自己的杯子就不会去用到这些塑料杯或者是那些筷子、方便筷。
Reuse our own cup. Okay, so if there's any question you want to ask, you can go to the this Facebook group, Eco Green Living and Garbage Enzyme. You can read more information in there or post your questions, and there's many people will help you to answer the question.
所以呢，如果你有任何的问题，你可以到这一个网站，然后你把你的问题写上来就能够有帮你解决的机会所以你可以写上来这个网页你可以上网去跟他们沟通。谢谢。
Thank you.